What's up, Cheersnation? Wow, you look really good today. So, you might be wondering where we are traveling in my magical beer laboratory. We're heading to the East Coast to taste the Rosabi, which is brewed from the off-centered experts at Dogfish Head, based in Milton, Delaware. And I don't know about you, but I have never been to Delaware. So I figured we would go to the beach and taste that sweet Atlantic and go to Dogfish Head's original stomping grounds in BITH Beach. That's where they still have their brewpub, which is known to have a really awesome wood-fired menu and some magical live music. So let's go! We did it! We're in the great Atlantic! Wow, I have missed you. It's been a while. Been cheating on you with the Pacific. Before we get into this intriguing beer, I want to talk a little bit about Dogfish Head's founder, Sam Calagione. From what I can gather online, he has been on the front line for the fight for local small brewery rights, freedom, and growth. Dogfish Head was first established in 1995 and was the nation's smallest commercial brewery back then. 20 years later, you've got a beer geek hip-hop band called the Pain Relievers, and they even distill their own gin, vodka, and rum. Most importantly, as they grow, they're creating programs like Beer and Benevolence, where they finance nonprofit endeavors to promote community, artistic growth, and sustainability. So if you want a great example of what success in the craft beer world can do, I would definitely check out Sam and Dogfish Head. He's got a lot of great brewing videos out there, as well as a ton of ways to get involved with your local politics, and most importantly, why that is really important. That brings us to the Wasabi. It's an Imperial Pale Ale that was first released in June of 2014 in collaboration with a Louisiana musician, Julianna Barwick. For anyone who hasn't tasted a Dogfish brew yet, do it. They're basically known for adding really crazy ingredients to their beers. This one in particular is brewed with Japanese wasabi root and Louisiana red rice. I mean, only in this awesome age of beer would we find these two in a libation, am I right? You might be thinking also, what the heck is an Imperial Pale Ale? You know, maybe you have never heard of that before, and you wouldn't be alone. I definitely heard of Russian Imperial Stouts before, but I had to do a little research on the Pale Ale varietal. So let me break that down for you. Imperial, I already went over in another video, basically means bigger, older, aka more alcohol. If you want to get all fancy on someone's butt, you can tell them at a dinner party that historically, the word Imperial originates from English brewers who were trying to impress the Russian Imperial court by sending them strongly malted beer across the lands and sea. To survive the long journey, brewers added much hops to the beer so that it would survive. That takes care of Imperial, leaving the Pale Ale, which vary depending on what country you're drinking the Pale Ale. If this one is brewed in America, odds are it's going to be hop forward and clean and crisp. Compared to where Pale Ales originated in Britain, those Pale Ales are usually more malt forward and balanced. I think that's just about enough education. Let's do this! So we got bubbles galore. The head is, I would say, like medium to light. It's definitely disappearing faster than a Belgian head would. It's got a nice kind of ruby, kind of like a blood orange almost. Oh my goodness. So weird off the nose. I've never had Louisiana rice, I'm gonna be honest, so that must be what I'm also smelling. Kind of some kind of grain mixing with that root. It gives it an earthy, kind of like a wet earth. You know when you're in a campground for the first night and it rains? Cheers, guys! Pale Ale, I'm not getting tons of hops, pretty smooth on the end. All in all, it creates a pretty good balance between spiciness on the nose and the sweetness on the tongue. Alright, so I'm going to give the Rosabi from Dogfish Head a 2.5 out of 5. This is not my beer, per se. I don't know if it's been sitting in my fridge maybe a little too long. I got it as a birthday present about, it's been a couple months. So that might be what's happening here too, but it falls a little flat for me. I think as I discover my palate, I'm kind of realizing I'm much more of a simple drinker. I love tasting these kind of beers, but I think this is going to be more for those sour beer lovers, those beer lovers that have a much more nuanced tongue, that is kind of looking for something that doesn't taste necessarily like beer. So, like I said, I got this as a birthday gift, so I had to do a little research on the price, but it is a limited edition brew, so the price is going to vary based on where you are, anywhere from $9.99 or $27.99 to cover shipping. This beer pairs well. Dogfish Head does a lot of awesome pairing on their website. So coconut or curry sauce, which I could definitely get with the spices. Chicken wings with like hot sauce. Like a buffalo hot wings maybe. With some like French fries with some cheese on top. About it for our trip to Delaware. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any Dogfish Head, I love Dogfish Head. They're doing like some amazing things right now. Let me know your favorite Dogfish brew below. Be sure to subscribe, and if you have any questions about the beer, the brewery, or myself, be sure to let me know. Until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers. Have a great day. Cheers, mate. Cheers to you. Cheers to me. Let's go tea.